All right, here we are on Hollywood. It's going to be Velociraptor on the defense, busting out the Symmetra Torb builder composition. Let's see how Inarashi and company deal with this. Torb turret behind them, of course, generating that free ult percentage. He's actually going to get 20% out of that one. Not a bad starting spot. You can watch Symmetra's ult actually building up as well. Already has a teleporter, ladies and gentlemen. 20 seconds in, Xander's going back to place the teleporter. Really good Symmetra orbs from him to be able to do that so quickly. Torb, of course, just rebuilt his turret onto the point and is using the Reinhardt shield to defend it. So not a bad little strat there. Valiate is going to be the Torb player here for Velociraptor. The charge straight through actually does kill the turret. Valiate getting taken out there. Actually, no, just his turret. So Magus down. But there is a teleporter already to be able to bring him back into the fray. Where is it actually? Oh, it's just here below the plant. Yeah, there you go, right on the other side of the plane. And offense, you heard Reaper say, I see the enemy teleporter, but he's actually nowhere near it right now to try and take it out. So even though they are getting the kills here, Valiant's going to be right back in. He's going to try and build that turret as quick as he can. It's going to be pretty rough here, though, as Reinhardt and company have just stomped onto the point. Forward getting lots of kills there as Reaper. We've got Soundbearers out on both sides. Zen has the Dragon Blade out. Earthshatter comes out, hits a couple of members of the attacking team, and the sword there, the Dragon Blade from Zen, actually gets a kill. Forward with the Death Blossom, though, should be the cleanup they're looking for. And yeah, Xander's is going to be back onto the Ana for the remainder of the game here. Off the Symmetra once point A is taken, and didn't take too long there for Illuminate to bash through that builder comp. A couple of teleports did come out, of course, but it was pretty much an assumed conclusion there once they got the first couple of kills. Symmetra and Torb just have not been in the meta for a long time, and that is part of the reason there. It can be really tough to try and hang on. Valiate onto the Widowmaker now, actually getting a quick kill. Defensive Widowmaker away from the Torb. These are some really long sightlines here for Widowmaker players. Looks like he did clip the Genji a couple of times. Trying to find that Zarya, nice big body. Maddox trying to stay alive, gets clipped again, but still manages to survive.
No one can.
You have wall hacks active now for the defense. Trying to take some free shots onto Ana. Doesn't quite find the kill there. Genji now on Valiate. Will need to back out of there. We got the Graviton Surge. We got the Earth Shadow. We got the Nano Boosted Reaper. Offense letting loose their ultimates to try and make something happen here. And they do find all the kills that they're looking for there. Basically, the entire enemy team threw their bodies onto the point. You can see just a mess of bodies and weapons there. From a very interesting defense. It is going to be a lot of ulti used here by the offense, but there's none left on the defense either, so it should be all right. They're going to have a lot of mileage after breaking the cart free, and the defense pushing forward now. Looks like their composition has changed again. We do still have Zen on the Genji, but Valiant is going to be playing McCree rather than Widowmaker. Not going to have enough room to really pull off any 6 shots or anything like that. So the switches, it makes sense here. We got Dragon Blade available. Diving into the backline, trying to find Bino, but the Sound Barrier comes out to save his own life. It actually does end up getting the kill on Drunken Valiate. 2 kills of his own there as McCree. Gonna swap over to him now. Good flashbang there. Can he find the Genji in all that mess? Not during the Death Blossom, of course. Forward gets 3 kills for that great Death Blossom, and the payload will continue to move. Good push here for Illuminate. 4 minutes and 16 seconds to finish the final stretch. They had about this much time on Dorado, don't forget, and Velociraptor were able to pull it all together and hang on to fully defend Dorado. So this is not a foregone conclusion at all. So far from what we've seen, Velociraptor is the stronger of the 2 squads. We'll see if they can mount a defense here, or if Illuminate can really get things working here with their sub-player Bino, who again is in for Goliath. Earthshatter, bit of a waste. Graviton Surge, though, does catch quite a few members here for the attacking team. Inarashi on the Genji, just slicing through, dashing through. Gotta love seeing those dash resets like a pendulum of death. Genji collecting all those kills there, and again, the pile of dead bodies. You can see Golden Reinhardt hammers just going to waste. I would at least take those to the pawn shop and try and get something for them. But the cart is continuing to push. First fight going the way of Illuminate. The respawn's up closer for them for where the cart is now, so could actually build some momentum here. On the defense, Valiate with the lone ultimate. Some others, of course, will be generated. Magus does have Graviton Surge now. Looks like we saw some opposition there, a little bit of a Reaper battle, and Zen comes out on top, so that is actually terrible for the offense when High Noon is also going to be affecting them. Can't find any targets, so does get Inarashi at half health. I'm sure he was going to go down anyway, but once you've initiated High Noon, you kind of have to commit to it. You can't cancel it for 50% back like you used to. There's Anna. Oh my goodness, he finds Anna but misses the flashbang. And of course she is totally corralled in there, so defense out of position, but offense without a healer and a bit staggered. Velociraptor still coming out on top of that equation. 2.5 minutes now. They've basically burned off half the time that the offense Illuminate has had to try and get through the end here. Childish on Anna does have the nano boost. Haze as a Reinhardt could be a good target for it. It's going to be the nano Beyblade from Zen, literally just crashing through them like a bowling ball into so many pins. Inarashi, Maddox, Bino all going down. And they just make it look easy because it is. You hit Q twice and everything dies. So full stagger there for the offense. They're all respawned now, getting back into the action. I'll watch forward here as he does have the Death Blossom. It's going to be instrumental in trying to keep this card moving. But the Earth Shatter hits him right in the face, and you cannot Wraith Walk out of it. Once you're laying on your ass, you're basically just done for. And another one ult from Velociraptor, and they managed to hang on to the cart again. 1 minute 45 seconds. Things are looking pretty rough here. Forward still has that Death Blossom available. Childish nowhere near a nano boost now. Reinhardt still with Earth Shatter as well. Looks like we got a nice trade to get started. Losing Valiant could be rough for the defense, but the Sleep Dart hits Reaper mid Death Blossom. Not going to find the kills he was looking for. Great awareness there from the defensive Anna player Xanders. And again, it's full hold territory now, from 4.5 minutes down to only 1 now. We got Reinhardt sleeping on the outside, but not enough attackers to really make use of it. Bandit actually, unfortunately, catches a fire strike, so defense a little bit hindered. Here's the nano boost on forward that we were looking for a long time now. Graviton Surge comes out, but Wraith Walk is going to burn off that time. Valiant gets a triple Deadeye from up above, perhaps, maybe off on the side, but yeah, definitely just shooting fish in a barrel for Velociraptor again. They're just comboing 2 ults here, 1 ult there, 2 ults here. And every single time coming out on top, Illuminate cannot get their shit together at this point. Inarashi with the Dragon Blade at Graviton Surge is finally going to be the combo that they needed. Getting the last slice there onto Bandit should be able to seal the deal. Drunken goes down as well, dash right through, and team kill all but inevitable. Reaper is going to continue to try to contest. You might as well, dude. You're not going to 3v1. Very rarely has that ever happened, but getting full health actually did allow him to contest a little bit longer. Oh, Xander's taken out an extreme long range there by Haze and Inarashi. That's really rough for the defense, but we're already in overtime. Velociraptor really just have to wipe the cart a single time if they can. No ults to do it with. Earthshatter catches Magus up on the high ground. Drunken not getting affected, of course, because of the Reinhardt shield. Kills going the way of the defense, though. Maddox, Bino, and Haze all down now. Inarashi as well, and that will seal the deal. Finish the game up for the defense. Velociraptor hanging on ultimately. Stunning defense there on the last stretch of Hollywood. It looked like they weren't going to give it up at all. Illuminate putting together one final push to move the cart a lot further, but will have a rough go of it on defense if they can't maintain point A. And if Velociraptor just finish the map at all, they will have won 4 maps in a row here. I'm not sure I ever noticed the driving range green on top of the trailer before. Is he just hitting golf balls over the wall there? I want a golf minigame in Overwatch. Little known fact, I actually started golfing when I was 12 years old. I only golf about once a year now, though. Soldier 76, good golfer, Olympic golfer in the Summer Games. And we will be switching sides, of course. Illuminate will be on the defense. Velociraptor attacking this time. Valiate was on the Winston on defense Dorado. Looks like Drunken wants to give it a try here for offensive Winston. Dive comp, about half of a dive comp with Lucio, Genji, and Winston. Tracer usually comes into play here as well.
Well, it It's high noon somewhere in the world.
It'd be cool if Blizzard implemented a bunch of cities. Well, it's high noon in Mumbai. Well, it's high noon in Rome. Okay, as we get started, it is going to be the offense just surging forward with this dive comp, or at least partial dive comp. Like I mentioned, Tracer usually does come into play here as well. No builders here for the defense, though, so might have a little bit of easier time defending without Symmetra and Tor. We've got Ana up on the high ground, taking some shots down forward, off by himself here as the Reaper. Good drop down there to rejoin his team, not allowing Winston, of course, to jump up there and just take advantage of that position play. No Roadhog on either side, so not going to be seeing any ridiculous hook combos. Looks like Zarya bubbles being dispersed as the fight begins. Magus pushed really far forward, but Winston, Drunken falling quite low. Zen actually on the Genji is going to be the first to die, so the offense is going to get stalled out as Forward senses the moment of weakness and just rushes forward with his own Reaper. Gets a couple of kills. Drunken goes down now, and that's going to cause a bit of a stagger. Drunken actually switching off to the Reinhardt now for the next push. Valiant finds Inarashi on the defense in a kind of an awkward time, actually, so offense actually have a good position here. Deadeye coming out, and Nano allows him to have that sped up Deadeye. Can he get the kill? He finds Maddox without a bubble, but the Nano boosted Reaper coming back forward gets 3 kills, 4 kills, 5 kills now for Forward in that kill feed. Of course, the entire team was there to help him out. Zen just doing his dance here, staying a little bit staggered, gets a moonshot to the chin, and just flops on down to this lovely position. But offense have another chance, of course. Zen will have his Dragon Blade this time around. Defense did a good job holding there with expending only a couple of ultimates. Forward with the Nano Boost and the Death Blossom, of course, making it happen. Let's switch on back over to Valiate. The Nano Boosted Deadeye not working out for them, unfortunately, so they are down a couple of ults and will need to try and get some poke damage in. 2 minutes to go here for the defense. This is a better defense than Velociraptor put up there before, but Symmetra flashbang onto Reinhardt actually was better for him because he ended up not getting super far out of position. Valiant getting gunned down here by Reaper. Forward happy to at least get the McCree, as Zen is going to get the pick on Reaper, but it's going to be basically just the defense mowing everything down there. Reinhardt and Zarya combining to just flatten Bandit. And I keep switching over to Valiate here because he has been the most flexible player. Now actually trying out a Hanzo as time gets a little bit worn down here. 90 seconds to go. Nothing to shoot out on the platform. It's going to round the corner here, try and take some shots at Maddox. Scatter arrow into that room could be quite effective, but we'll see what he wants to use it for here. Graviton Surge comes out here for the defense. Grabs several members. Reinhardt's charge into each other to keep Reinhardt in the mix, but no shield up, and the Nano Boosted Reaper forward again, taking command and just surging forward every single time he gets a Nano Boost. They get a couple of kills, so good stuff there from Forward, and Childish being the, of course, the Ana Nano boosting him each time. Maddox 2v1ing right now. Definitely can't advise that, although half his team was dead. It's kind of interesting. Valiant's still up here on the high ground, trying to take down whoever shows up. Can he get the shot on Inarashi? He's quite low health. One more arrow would do it, but Lucio shows up in time. The point is being taken right now. At least the first take has been secured. You got Graviton Surge and Dragon Strike. It's going to be Velociraptor finally finding their footing. Valiate, Zen, Bandit all getting a piece of the action, but the Graviton Surge and the Dragon Strike getting the bulk of the damage in there allows them to take point A. 3 minutes left to try and push through the streets here. It was a much slower take than Illuminate had. Velociraptor, of course, did get that full hold on the very end of Hollywood, so it's perhaps possible for Illuminate to do the same. Takes a little bit of time just to get that limo through the archway here. Hanzo's still in play here, getting found by Reapers. Of course, going to be forced back a little bit. Zen trying to run bodyguard for him as that Genji with the better mobility. Not a bad idea, to be honest. Maddox, of course, needs to book it out of town when he realizes he's outnumbered. Payload's still just pushing freely. This is the point where I start screaming at my Reinhardt, like, are you allergic to the payload? What is wrong with you? But at this point, it has been a little bit back and forth. We've had kills going both ways. Defense have not really tried to set up a high ground defense or anything like that. Basically, just pushing this card itself. Graviton Surge comes out. Sound Barrier comes out to try and keep them alive. Dragon Strike coming from the offense, and Valiate getting mass kills there with Hanzo. That's going to free up the card, no problem. And the switch, I really can't just pin everything on this Valiate switch, but since he has switched to Hanzo, I don't think he's died yet. He's basically helped his team just cruise through, and now, of course, Caster Curse. Inarashi just picks him apart. There is a chance to contest here. Speed boost and now nano boost here for Hayes. Should be good. He's just going to swat Reinhardt through that shield. Of course, it does go through it. Nano boost and Genji getting his own work done, though. Zen finds 2 kills before nap time there. Actually, it was the Earth Shatter knocking him down, not the Ana Sleep Dart. So Hayes keeping control of the situation and the cart itself. 75 seconds now for the offense. They are very staggered, with Zarya being the last one dead there, so it's going to take some time for them to get back into play. Defense should be completely alive and fully set up. They can have whatever position they want right now, so it's important to see what's going on here. Inarashi getting a little bit out of position, a little scared for him, but of course he will return to the cart. Got some high ground members here. Valiate as the Hanzo taking some free shots and finds Childish. That's a great way to start this fight out. Can he get the kill on Inarashi as well? Inarashi a little bit separated from the team. Was a Death Blossom out from forward on the defense. Helping them get a couple of kills, keeping the cart under control, but what can Valiate do? Still just looking for individual arrows here. Dragon Strike earned again, does get the kill. Offense still pushing somehow. Defensive spawn is much closer by, though. Dragon Strike right there might have been advisable. Actually, just, man, I can't believe he didn't use it there and then still didn't use it as the team was respawning. The rest of his team showing up now, and overtime will be triggered in the next 12 seconds. That could have been a great opportunity with no Graviton Surge there available. Maddox pretty close, though, 92%. They are starting to lurch forward now. There's a Winston on the other side of the building forward in a bit of an odd position. Catches an Animate. Graviton Surge and Dragon Strike coming through, but everyone stays alive. Somehow Zen with like 10 HP survives. Drunken was under half health. Xander's and Valiant going down now, but Sound Barrier might be enough to keep them alive to finish the fight. Oh no, it is going to be Velociraptor, the Reaper specifically, just pushing out too much damage there for the defense to deal with. Dragon becomes him, but gonna let him down this time. 90 seconds to go. Can they reach that final stretch at the 3rd point, or will Illuminate put up the defense that they've been looking for this whole time? Point A went pretty well for them. Streets could have been a bit better. That last push specifically went a little badly for the defense, but this time it's the offense pushing forward. They now have Valiate switching characters again onto the Tracer. Reaper finds him very quickly, though. Now only 65 seconds. Losing Tracer is going to be a bit difficult, but of course she can get back to the fight very quickly. The limo is not that far off from the spawn. Valiate now switching to McCree. We got Inarashi on defense, pulling out the Dragon Blade. Can he get the value he needs, or will he get CC'd to death? It actually was just the damage keeping him under control. Graviton Surge here from the offense, catching several members, and 4 kills there for the offense. There's a 5th. That's a team wipe 40 seconds ago. They did just use their nano boost. They don't have any other ults even close except for Drunken's Earthshatter. Can the defense mount one final defense? This is basically their last opportunity to try and shut this down. Can they get what they need? You see Reaper and McCree taking the high ground there, trying to get a better vantage point. This is the last fight, no mistake about it. McCree and Reaper both rushing up the left side there, trying to deal with those DPS players. Sound Barrier comes out here for the defense. Childish, Maddox, and Bino are the only ones who really benefit from it, and the offense getting flattened here. Zen falling now to forward with the nano boost. That was really all they needed, was the nano boosted Reaper, and even though it was a very good trade, generally it was just not enough time to complete the map, and Illuminate take their first map of the Scrim series on Hollywood. Good stuff from them. It was a pretty rough time on defense for them, but they did manage to hang out long enough to prevent the cart from pushing all the way in.
Play of the match. Огонь по готовности! Fire at will!
Great Dragon Strike there.